Everybody, and welcome back to Makeup Mondays with Tracy Lifestyle. That's me. Okay, you guys, so today we pretty much have everything on, right? Except for concealer, highlight, and I'm not naked, I'm wearing a little tube top. Okay, anyways, lately I've been getting a lot of requests on doing beginner eyeshadow. And one of the requests is from my longtime friend from 6th grade, Cheyenne. So this video is dedicated to you. So let's go get right into it. Here we go. We don't have concealer on though, so we're gonna do that right after we do eyes, right? But talk about concealer. This is Smashbox Studio Fix Light Medium, which means we can also use it as a primer. Pretty much everybody has a concealer, right? Right. So instead of wasting your money on getting a primer, which you can if you want, you know, by all means, but if you don't have a primer, concealer honestly works the same. So just as you would with a primer, you're gonna go and do with concealer. Now that you have your primer on, right, concealer, grab any flat top brush like so, right? It doesn't have to be the same, but just something that's like soft and like flat so that you can put the color in there but also blend at the same time. This is also by Beach Cosmetics, if you guys are wondering. Okay, we're gonna be using in Night Master, just colors. You definitely don't need to use the same exact palette, but as long as you have these type of shadows, like the colors, first you're gonna go ahead and pick up this color right here. But for now, with editorial, all you're gonna do is set that on your eye, like this. Barely lifting the brush from your eyelid, you're just patting it on there pretty much. But not so hard because that's where you get the fallout and then you mess up your whole makeup and that's just ugly. That is also why we haven't put concealer on the bottom yet. And then you're gonna go ahead and do your other eye. And like I said, we're not doing any real motions, just slowly patting it on top of the eyelid. And it's gonna be in the same spot, okay? We're not moving up, we're not moving down, we're just gonna stay in the same little area. And grab more and then put it to where it's missing right here, right? The edges don't need to be perfect yet because you're gonna blend that out. But for now, all you need to do is focus the darker brown tone in the center of your lid. As long as you stay in the little eyelid area, you can't mess up, you'll be good. It's when you extend it out that it looks crazy. So fill in any gap that doesn't have the brown, right? Because the key to eyeshadow is the colors. If the colors are good and blended together, then you're good and you have all your tones. It's when you have splotchy patches and uneven blending where you're gonna mess up and make your eyes look all crazy. Okay, you can use the same brush to go ahead and blend, but for tutorial purposes, I'm gonna tell you to get another brush, right? It's pretty similar, also from BH Cosmetics, right? But this one's just a little bit longer and fluffier. You're gonna pick up Shook right here, the orangey color, right? You're gonna blend at the tops, right here, right where you ended from the other part for the tutorial color, right? So right here, we're gonna go ahead and go like this, right? So you're just using the tips of your brush to get that color right there. And you're just swiping it back and forth, very lightly. So you're not pressing on as hard as you did with editorial. You're going a little bit lighter, okay? So you're barely putting it onto your skin. Like, you use 2 fingers like this so you have not as much control into the brush, so that way it applies a lot more lighter, okay? So go ahead and do the other eye. Again, very lightly at the top. Don't bring it up to your eyeshadow bone. Don't bring it up to your eyebrow bone because that's just not right. Sometimes it helps if you lift your eyes so that way you can see. And then lastly, we go in with that selfie color. It's like an orangey color, orangey brown. This color, you're gonna go in the same place where you put the Shook, right? From being shook, you can take a selfie now. With that color, you're gonna go right at the same place and you're gonna go ahead and go a little bit higher, but you start at the same place from that little crease color, right? Okay, and again, don't blend up to your eyebrow bone. Now the main trick is between the colors of it being blended and like not looking crazy, you got to go back in with other colors, right? So that way it's like all in there. So instead of starting all the way at editorial right here, I'm going to start with Shook at the bottom, right? From where we have the selfie color, we're putting Shook right in the crease right there. Just so the colors make sense and they're blended. You don't just do it one time around, you do it twice. And then last but not least, the editorial on the lid. And the edge is right here, right? If it's not completely blended, go back in with your brush with the one that we blended it with the Shook and Selfie. So you're just gonna go ahead and go like this again. Very, very lightly. And then you should be okay. Like, highlight the eyebrow bones right after when you're done. We have Custom. And then with this color, we're gonna go ahead and highlight our eyebrow bones. This is also a good trick to, in case you blend it too high, you know, then you have this in the middle, you hide it. So that way it doesn't look like you did work all the way up to your eyebrow bone, because it looks crazy when you do that. By no means does that look good. To make it easy, right, the same brush, because I'm sure not everybody has like a whole bunch of brushes, you know, which is okay because take your time to invest in that. Instead of making it look completely dark and closed off, I'm just gonna tell you to grab the Selfie color, right? Back in with the Selfie color. Any orangey tone would work. And just at the tip of your brushes like this, right? So you're going like this. That little color, you're gonna go ahead and put it right here. Easiest if you just put it in there rather than sliding it back to back, because that will make it like, you know, fly everywhere and then it gets all over your makeup and then you're like, oh my god. So you're gonna do the same thing with the other eye. Just press it in. Once you have all of that on, right, we're gonna keep this open, okay, but so it doesn't completely shut our eyes out, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab from the same palette this, to keep it easy, we'll keep it in one palette. Unique, because we unique. With Unique, you're gonna go ahead and put that on to your lower lash line, and then this is what opens up your eyes again, so it doesn't look completely dark. And I know when you're first starting, you tend to go overboard with the colors, so it looks a little wild, you know. So as long as you do this, it'll open your eyes back up and you'll be okay, I promise. That same color, we're gonna do our tear ducts right here. Depending on your eye shape, you're just gonna do, the safest to do is just, you know, a little brush like this, and then just put it where the little round part of your eyes right here would be, which is your tear duct. Try not to go too high, don't go too low, just stay right there. That's where you put it. Once you got the eyeshadow on, right, what really completes it though is the lash. So if you're totally like, I only wear mascara, I don't need lashes, I don't like lashes, da 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 da. Okay, great, cool. Do that. But for the rest of us, honestly, the only people that say they hate wearing lashes are people that can't wear lashes and don't know how to put on lashes. So don't be one of those people. Just try and put them on, okay? It'll be fun. Because lashes really complete your whole look. We have a lash tutorial if you guys want to check that out. You know, I go more in depth about how you do it. Okay, so now we got that lash on. Now we're gonna put the other side on. Put your mirror down like this. Look down into it. Tilt your head up like so. And then it'll be a lot easier for you to see where your lash ends and begins. And lashes definitely are an art of patience. Great things take time. If you have your eyelashes on, the trick to that, to blend everything together, is grab some eyeliner. This is Urban Decay in Perversion, my favorite. And then with your eyeliner, all you're gonna do is tightline, right? And that means to just put the liner on the top waterline, right, like you would right here, so you do it on top, and that's to blend your lashes and to hide your lash line from your roll-in, and it also adds more dimension to your eyes. Go ahead and grab your favorite mascara. This is Too Faced Better Than Sex, and we're gonna go ahead and put this on our lashes. This is to bind your falsies to your naturals. We can't neglect the bottom, we just can't. Right, especially with a little smoky eye look, it just looks a little empty if you don't have it from top to bottom. So with the little mascara like this, Thrive Cosmetics, okay? So with this one, you're gonna go ahead and go under like this at the bottoms. So now that you have your tops and bottoms on, grab your handy dandy wipes. So with little piece of pipe, and I always rip them, you know, so I don't have to waste so much, you know, be resourceful. Good thing we don't have the concealer on, right? We're gonna go ahead and just wipe under our eye like so, just in case we have fallout, you know, it doesn't look cute. And then also what this is doing at the end of our eyes, creating kind of that elongated look, you know, for the eyeshadow. And you're also cleaning it up, right, with the sharp edges and stuff. So that way it doesn't look all crazy and like, you know, all bunched together, if it does. I'm sure you guys did a great job. But never hurts for a little bit extra help. Don't completely rub off your whole makeup. Now that that's nice and clean, right? No fallout. The different concealer, because I'm gonna use a different concealer, but you guys don't have to. And I'm gonna go ahead and dot this on the eye. Yeah, and then you blend it out. Use your ring, use your thumb, or use your whatever you want to use, but I use my middle finger. Looks a little bit more brighter and cleaner and everything else. You'll never know until you try, right? Right. It's still kind of damp, so don't mind it. Okay, so now that you have everything on, right? Are you finished? No, of course not. Well, now we gotta add a little bit of highlight, right? Especially when you're having the dark tones on your eyes, because sometimes that kind of drags your face a little bit because it's so dark. But with this, Cover FX, love their makeup products. I, of course, do's my nose, okay? Obviously, I had a little bit on there already, but add more to it because highlight don't hurt nobody. Because who's tripping? Nobody. Your colors, I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the tops of my cheekbones, right? Lower than where you put the concealer out. Gorgeous. Do the other side. You do this with any brush. This isn't even a highlighter brush. If you're wearing a little halter top like me, go ahead and put a little bit on your collarbones, right? I'm gonna put my hair up just again because I'm not feeling it down. I don't know. I'm gonna have to actually do it. Wait for it to dry. So you guys, this is pretty much the finished look. Okay, so it looks like a lot and it looks like it's a little hard, you guys, but it's not at all. Just take your time, you know, 3 eyeshadows. You can just use 2, but remember, go back and then blend and you'll be a pro. And you'll be a pro. So I thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to go check out all my other little videos, and then tomorrow's Talk Shit Tuesdays. We'll see what we're gonna do. I think we'll do a little something different tomorrow. So you guys stay tuned. Go try out this look and let me know how it works for you. Post your little selfies, you know, I wanna see them. Tag me in it, TracyLifeStyle. Okay, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.